Hello, everyone. My name is Colby Boone. I'm CEO and founder of Journey of Mind Incorporated, a 501c3 tax-exempt organization that raises awareness for mental health, personal development, and travel within underprivileged communities. I'm also honored to inform you that I am a graduate of North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University with a Bachelor's of Science degree in marketing from the great and illustrious university. I'm so excited to be able to come here to speak with you very briefly today on the topics of mental health and personal wellness as it relates to the S.T.E.M Summit. I'm so thankful for this honor, and I'm excited to be able to jump in to what I believe to be a very important framework for you guys to use watching this video today to be able to not only judge who you are, where you are, and where it is that you're exactly going when it comes to your mental health, your personal wellness that you do have, but most importantly, just who you are as an individual on this planet. And you might ask, what exactly does a guy who's come from a marketing background or in a corporate space understand or know about mental health? Well, as you look at me today, you guys, what you don't know is I was a survivor of sexual abuse at the age of 7, molestation at the age of 13, my first suicide attempt at age 16, and my last suicide attempt, praise God, at the age of 21. Mental health is not something that is new or far beyond for me. I myself have 3 close family members who actually were diagnosed with schizophrenia, type 1 and type 2, as well as I have a history of my own mental health of being diagnosed with ADHD at a young age, and also going through treatments in later age with dealing with different issues related to bipolar disorder. Mental health affects us all. It doesn't matter what color, creed, or background that you do have. According to statistics, 42.5 million Americans on a yearly basis deal with some type of diagnosable mental illness. So the question then becomes, how are we addressing these issues? Are we looking at our personal issues that we have within ourselves? And are we actually looking for different individuals that are in the clinician aspect, whether that be a therapist, psychologist, and are those particular physicians and specialists easy for us to access in order to get the help that we actually need? When I founded Journey of Mind Incorporated, I had one goal. 9 months of cognitive behavioral therapy taught me so much about myself, but it also taught me so much about the issues and the problems that I was dealing with on a personal level that I was in control of. So as you watch this video of me today, I'm telling you that you are in control of your life. No matter where you've been, no matter what you've gone through, no matter what personal challenges you may be dealing with in your past or maybe currently dealing with watching this video today, you, look at the camera, you are in control. This is your life. Nobody's going to take the reins for you. And in that particular sense, nobody is coming to save you. One of the hardest things that I had to learn dealing with cognitive behavioral therapy myself and going to therapy and counseling sessions was that while I was in control, it was the discipline and the actions that I did not have or I may have lacked in the early ages that actually changed the trajectory of my life. I think oftentimes when we speak to millennials and we talk to people who are in a digital space now, we're kind of in a gimme type of environment and space where everything kind of comes with the instant gratification. I want to be honest with you guys, full transparency. The biggest project, it doesn't matter what Fortune 100, 500 company you work for, it doesn't matter how many views you get on social media, whatever the case may be, the biggest project that you will ever work on is going to be yourself. That's it. The biggest project that you're ever going to work on is going to be yourself. So it is in your best interest at an earlier age, or even at an older stage, to make sure that you are comprehensively and cohesively finding an ecosystem around you that's going to allow you to grow. I always think of the story of when it comes to a goldfish, right? So a goldfish, if you put him in a regular jar or a regular fish bowl, he will only grow to the space of the ecosystem that you put him in. But if you look at Bali, you look at Japan, these different places that they have goldfish in the actual pond, some of these goldfish can be as big as you or as big as me because their ecosystem has now changed. Like the koi fish, KOI, look it up. They actually can grow to astounding lengths and sizes when their ecosystem changed. So here's my question for you, first question of today. What has your ecosystem done to you? Your friends, your people that are around you, how are they building you and how are they feeding into you? It's important that we understand and realize that a great deal of who we are and what we're meant to become is based on those individuals that are around us. So as I go deeper into our discussion today, one thing that I want to tell you for sure is that you are in control. If there's anything that I can do for you today, is to remind you that you have the power to change your life. Mental power deals a lot with your focus. And as you focus more on the things that you want in your life, as opposed to the factors of the external environment that you might find yourself in, or even the internal conflictions that you may have about your anxiety, are you good enough? Are you educated enough? Are you smart enough? One thing that you can always know and you can always relate back to is that you are in full power and control of your life. Understanding that something that's bigger than you is also as important when it comes to mental health. Guys, when I was going through some of my worst personal battles with myself, something that always brought me back and kind of put me in a strong place was my faith. Me being a strong believer in my faith, I always would find the time to go out to volunteer, help someone else out. These things actually get you up and out of the rut. If you talk to any therapist or clinician, they'll oftentimes ask you, what are you eating? How much are you eating? Are you exercising? These aren't just questions to find out, are you physically fit? They're questions that are related to your physical wellness, because your physical wellness plays a lot on your mental wellness as well. A framework that I want to give you guys today, I call, is being it when God saves the best for last. Being it when God saves the best for last. This framework that I'm about to provide to you is so crucial and so impactful, I believe, for your life and where you may be in any space or any part of the world. I believe it's going to change the way that you think about yourself. I believe, through my hypothesis, that there are 4 different seasons in our lives that pertain to our mental health. And we are better off in knowing what season we are actually in to project us and take us to that next level. The first season is your season of preparation. Whether that's in a classroom, whether that's in a corporate boardroom, whether that's in your finances or whatever the case may be, one of the greatest things that you can do is actually prepare. Preparation, according to Sun Tzu, who wrote The Art of War, is one of the most crucial parts of getting ready for battle. Understanding that in our daily lives and what we deal with today in times, we are dealing with a battle. We're dealing with a warfare and a fight every day. As you prepare to go out into the world and you're doing your business or your daily route, understand that the way you prepare, the podcast that you're listening to, the books that you're reading, the conversations that you're allowing to be around you, the places that you're allowing yourself to be either longer or not long enough, the networking events that you're attending, the best thing that you can do in that space to get yourself ready for your next level of success is being in preparation for what it is that you want. What does preparation look like? It looks like Kobe Bryant before a game shooting 1,000 shots. It looks like Michael Jordan shooting 10,000 shots before he leaves the gym. It looks like the guy who's preparing for the season before the season actually starts. It looks like the young girl who's working on her coding and getting ready to start building websites at the age of 7 or as early as the age of 6, 5, 10, whatever the case may be. Preparation is exactly what you do that's going to take you to where it is that you want to go. The next stage is position. The season of position as it relates to business is so important, and I've seen it from me actually being able to work with the artist DaBaby prior to his explosion on a worldwide scale, to be able to present a presentation for Journey of Mine before Damon John, CEO and founder of Boone and Shark Tank, to be able to open for Eric Thomas prior to becoming the #1 motivational speaker in the world. What I learned is that position, actively doing what it is that you want to do prior to you doing it. Get that now. You actively doing what it is that you want to do prior to you doing it. And being around people who do what you want to do prior to you doing it is so powerful when it comes to positioning. Positioning is so powerful when it comes to, and I keep saying the word power, it's so powerful when it comes to knowing who you are and manifesting your dreams, you guys. You'll be so much happier. You'll be so much in a better mental state when you know that you're doing what it is that you enjoy. Even if you're not doing it successfully, failure in your purpose is better than failure outside of your alignment, because you can fail and fail fast and fail forward and learn from it when you're within your right lane and your right space and have a level of wellness about you because you're doing the right thing, as opposed to if you're outside of it, now you're confused, now you're distraught, now you're starting to experience depression because the place that you're in was never meant for you anyway. The place that you were in that particular space is not an ecosystem that's going to allow you to grow. Which leads to my next segue, which is actually the season of practice. Practice is once you have done the preparation, you've sought mentors, you've gone to the season of positioning, you've put yourself in a place where you have a therapist now, you have an ecosystem built around you that's going to help you to flourish and help you to grow. Now it's time to implement your goals and your strategies to actually become who it is that you were always meant to become. The season of practice is so crucial, it's so critical, it's so powerful, and it requires a lot of discipline because now you're implementing every step that you've learned, every lesson that you've learned rather along the way. So now as you step into the season of practice, you're able to step in full on and say, hey, this is who I am, this is where I am, and this is where I'm getting ready to go. Practice, practice, practice. We're talking about practice? We're talking about practice. I'm having an Allen Iverson moment, but practice, you guys, is probably one of the most key things that you'll ever learn about when it comes to who it is that you're actually meant to become. If you won't practice, you won't get there. Which leads me to the last and fourth part of my framework, which is actually perform. One of the greatest conversations I was able to listen to by Kobe Bryant, obviously, my name is Colby, but I love Kobe Bryant, was he talked about Mamba mentality. And that's when you've done the season of preparation. You've gone through the trials and tribulations that have led to you actually being in position. You've built that ecosystem. You've taken the time to practice, but the ball has now rolled to your feet. If you imagine being on the side of a basketball court, watching others playing the game, and Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant on the court, LeBron James, Larry Bird, just imagine the greats of all time, right? And the ball rolls to your feet. You have the choice to let it sit there. You have the choice to let somebody else pick the ball up and pass it back into the game, or you have the choice to reach down and pick it up yourself. Imagine your dreams. Imagine your goals. Imagine who you were destined to be down at your feet, and you being too scared, too afraid, or thinking that you don't have what it takes to just simply pick the ball up and give something to the game. Whoever I'm speaking to today, whoever's watching this S.T.E.M success video, I'm so excited to have this time here with you today and to tell you that this is your season to perform. This is your season to put every test that you've ever faced, to put every trial that's ever come against you, to put everything that's ever happened to you into practice and use it to perform to the best of your abilities and the best of your capabilities. You are meant to win. You are meant to win. You were born to win. You were created to win. Everything that you've ever done has led to this particular moment, this particular season that's going to allow you to elevate, to go to the next level. It's so important, you guys, that you understand this, that you get this and you realize exactly who you are and what you were created for, because there's greatness on the inside of you. There's greatness on the inside of you, guys. I'm excited to be able to share this with you. I'm excited to be speaking from Dallas, Texas, as I've just moved here within a month's time from this S.T.E.M Summit. I'm in a new space myself, in a new ecosystem, in a new career, within my purpose, within a role that's allowing me to continue to grow in the corporate space and climb that ladder, so to speak, and to be able to speak to you guys. And I can promise you, I would not be here if I did not prepare, I didn't position, I didn't practice, and wasn't ready now to perform. Thank you, guys.